Hey guys, so I'm off for 24 hours in the woods in a rainstorm. The rainstorm part I didn't plan, I tried to plan around it. Weather Network said weather's nice early in the week and then not so nice later in the week. So I planned it all for tonight. And now the Weather Network says rain in the beginning of the week and nicer but colder at the end of the week. So I can either sleep when it's 9 degrees Celsius or I can sleep when it's like 1 to -1. And I got my full pack here. Now I've brought a tent along just in case, but I've never been hammock camping before. So that's my plan, is to sleep in the hammock. I think this is gonna do. I've never hammock camped before, so I don't entirely know what to expect. But I think this will be okay. I brought a tent just in case. I'd prefer not to use it. I really want to do this hammock thing tonight. And it would have been nice to have less weight on the pack. But I brought a tent just in case, say. So the rain has been on and off drizzling. It hasn't been too bad, but it is gonna come down soon. So I gotta get a tarp up and then start on the hammock, I guess, and sort of get everything sort of to the point where when it starts coming down, my camera, my gear, everything's at least under a tarp and is going to be okay. So let's get that started right away. Okay, so I've got like the basic idea down, I think. So, where I am originally from, in Muskoka, we've got bugs. We got mosquitoes that'll pick you up and carry you away. So, I got this this hammock with a bug net. I don't think it's really going to matter much, but I probably didn't set the bug net up quite the way you're supposed to. But hey, I mean, this is the first time I've set up a hammock, ever. So, if I end up on my can, or I don't know, the thing blows apart on me or something or other, you're gonna see it. So, okay. Oh, very first time. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Oh. Oh. Okay. So, obviously, Yeah, don't do it all the way down there. Oh. Uh-oh. There we are. I'm trapped. Okay. Okay. Now, get in the center of this thing. Oh. Now, vertical lay. Oh, you guys can't even see my face, can you? Maybe you can. Oh, now you can. This is comfy. This is pretty comfortable. I can see why some people would prefer this, or a lot of people. Yeah, this is all right. I get used to this. Oh. Call up the boss. Sorry, man, I quit. No, I'm just never coming out of the bush again. I'm gonna hang out my hammock. Yeah. All right. Now, let's see if I can do this without. Almost. No, come on, boot. Get my boots on. Oh. Okay. Now. Oh. You know what, you people at home? I don't care if you're lying in bed watching this on, you know, your computer or your Xbox or whatever. I don't care if you're sitting in a nice comfortable chair. Oh, you people at home, you're not more comfortable than me in this hammock right now. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. After carrying that pack in and going through all the process to get all this set up, this hammock is mighty comfy. Oh, but I need firewood. I need to dig a little fire pit, because if it's hard pounding stakes into the ground, I imagine I'm not going to be able to light a fire too close to where I am. I might have to go a lot closer to the river. Now, I looked this up, and I actually couldn't find a definitive yes or no. It seems like it's a no. But I'm one of those annoying people that need to know why. It's probably one of my first words. Why? Do you use a sleep pad in a hammock when it's cold out? I don't have an underquilt. I don't have an overquilt. Okay, I've been tent camping my whole life. Or, you know, build a shelter, sleep on a raised bed, pine boughs, spruce boughs, that kind of thing. I've never spent the night in a hammock, so I bought the hammock. That's all I bought. I didn't find out about underquilt and overquilt and all that other stuff until Like, well, that one video I watched. And then I started looking around, you know, do you use an inflatable sleep mat or not? When it's colder out, everybody says underquilt, overquilt. I'm going to give it a try. I don't know if I'm going to slide all over the place. Good idea, bad idea. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to have to blow it up first. There. So, we'll see. Now, there's something else I want to show you. Some of you who've watched any of my wild edible series might recognize this right away. Here's a hint. It's on the menu. If I get fish especially. Now, it is a little bit early in the year. But, look at that. Wild leeks. Now, the whole thing is edible, so it's great for soup. It's awesome. If I catch some fish, then a nice pan fry with fish and leek. If I don't, hey, onion soup. They're so tender and delicious this time of year. There's not much to them, so it's better to wait until they mature to harvest, because you get more out of them. But at this stage, the flavor, So I got leek. And it's growing around a fair bit. And then just over here is the river. And oh, what do we got here? Oh. Caffeinus timhortonicus. There's my workbench where I was making steaks. They didn't work. Well, they would have worked. Just Ground's a little too solid here. Put my coffee down when I got here and almost forgot that I had it. So, I think, yeah, I think I can have a fire pit right over here. There's enough sandy dirt. And then there's, you know, I'll be fairly close to the river. There's water just there if I need it. And there's certainly enough firewood, so. All right. So now it's time to gather up some firewood. Okay. So fishing was a bust. But check this out, guys. Now I got pretty big hands, all in all. Bigger than some anyway. Boom. So a clam, literally like the size of my hand. Not bad at all. So I've cleared it an area for my cooking fire, and I'm gonna go get some leeks as well, and I have like some chicken stock cubes or whatever, so I'm gonna do like a clam leek soup. So off to get the vegetable part of my food. Okay. Slight change of plan. Move the fire pit up towards the tarp a little bit so that I can cook and still be on camera, because it is getting rainy out and I don't want my camera out in the rain. Not waterproof, and it's expensive. So we'll have to do. One patch of leeks. I had to go down to the river to clean those, and I couldn't bring the camera because it is raining. But one patch of leeks, that's like huge. That's a lot. I was starting to think maybe my legs were going to give out and I was going to fall in the river for a moment. So, if I want to eat, other than, you know, like a power bar or something, I'm going to have to get this fire going soon. Otherwise, the rain is going to make it near impossible to cook anything at all. I'm going to cheat a little today. When time is of the essence, no need to play around. I'm surprised to see anybody walking the trail. I don't know if you can hear people talking up there on the camera, but some people enjoy the rain, I guess. If I was a smarter man, I would have put the wood under the tarp, but I didn't. But that's okay. Oh. We just need a cooking fire. So that'll take a little while to get to a place where I can cook on it. But once that happens, we'll get back.
All right.
There's your cube. More wood. You know, it never seems to matter where I camp. The smoke always goes right for my eyes.
All right.
So I cut up all the leaves. So the leaves are separated. Guys, again. the leaves are separated from the bulb, which I find is the best way to cook them. As I mentioned before, the entire plant is edible, and I don't like to waste nothing. So they are all in there. There might be a little too much. I guess, you know, they'll cook down. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to eat them. I'm going to eat them. So those clams are just about ready to be cut up and fried in a little bit of olive oil, and then I'll add them into my soup, and I'll just let the whole thing cook, and that will be my dinner. Oh, some bulrush would have been good with that. Some bulrush would have been really good with that. But it's mid-April, nearing in the end of mid-April, and there's just none around right now. As far as wild edibles go, around here, there's leeks and there's young trillium. But I'm in Ontario, and you can't pick or eat trillium, so leeks. All right, so my first battery died while I was preparing the clams into the frying pan with some olive oil, and then grab my spice rack. I put in some steak spice, some salt, lemon, pepper. I got a few more slots to fill for my spice rack. I think one of them's going to be like an oregano, or I don't know, something, basil, something leafy. Oh, always with the eyes. Oh, okay. There. Okay, now I can't see because of the smoke in my eyes, but I need the handle. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. We're cooking now. Oh. I've also got tears shooting down my face from the smoke in the eyes. But, oh yeah. No. Not kick over. There we are. So. Oh. Oh. I wish so much that we had like smell-o-vision, because this smells great. Really does. Alright, I'm going to stop pushing my luck, and I'm just going to put it right in before I lose it. And so you turn that to about 450 and you just let it simmer a little bit. Okay. Trying to do all this all on my own under this tarp. Oh, just a little too much salt. I knew that was going to happen. There's a big old piece of that clam. Surprisingly, it's not that gritty. Normally, when you catch them, you soak them. Well, soak them. You leave them in water overnight, and you try to change the water a couple of times at least, and they'll expel whatever dirt they have built up inside of them over time. I didn't really have time to do that. So I just kind of did what I could. Left them in water for about an hour. Boiled them, changed the water, boiled them. Then chopped them all up, fried them up, and then added them to my soup. So I thought they would be a little more gritty. And I mean, there's a slight little bit of grit in there, but not near as bad as I thought it would be. You may or may not have seen the video that I did on budget survival, the Coughlin's survival kit, which I shot not too long ago. A little disappointing. There was a fair bit of that video that I actually couldn't use because of the wind and people coming along and sort of, you know, wondering who I'm talking to as I'm talking into a camera and whatnot. So, unfortunately, there was a lot of me building the shelter and then, you know, setting a fire and not much of a whole lot of anything else. And although I did pass the kit, one thing that I couldn't check was the glow stick. And I can do that now. I'm in the woods. It's nice and dark. I don't even need it. Alright, so play it off. Oh yeah. Wow. That ain't half bad. That's really bright for a glow stick. So that's Getting working on my coffee here. I forgot my French press again. So, coffee in a coffee filter, just willy-nilly. So that's you know, basically what I wanted to do here was show you guys whether or not the glow stick from the Coghlan's kit worked or not, and like that's actually, you know, like kind of too bright for my eyes up close. That's not bad at all. So I have to say, wrapping the sleep pad in a sleeping bag really seems to have done the trick. Everything just seems to hold place so much better now. I haven't been, you know, shifting around a whole lot, and it's only been about half an hour, but it's doing the trick. I really think it's doing the trick. I don't know. I'm warm. I'm definitely warm enough. And I'm actually kind of starting to get a little bit tired now. When I move around a little bit, the hammock kind of rocks a little, and it's just so nice. I can't believe I didn't do this before. You know, I'm 45 years old, and I don't know how many years I've got left in me of doing stuff like this. I hope a lot, but who knows? Who knows? And you know, I'm just doing this now. This is so relaxing. It's so peaceful. It's so nice. If you're a tent camper, you know, the whole traditional way, kind of whatever, and you're still young, get yourself a hammock. I honestly, I've been a tent camper my whole life. I'm really enjoying this. Really enjoying this. I'm looking out over the river, and you know, sort of, I'm seeing some sky, you know, where the tarp rises, or I don't know, whatever. It's not like there's any stars or the moon out or anything like that. It's pouring rain. It's absolutely, well, it's not pouring, but it's raining hard enough. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I don't think you'd be able to see that, but I've got a water runoff off the tarp, and it's going into one of my pots, which is basically, I call it my dishwasher right now. The pot's dirty. I basically am just water runoff, clean water's going into it. You know, it's rinsing off. The clean pot already is full. So, you know, when I get up in the morning, if I want to make coffee or whatever, which I may or may not be able to do now that I think about it, because I think Yeah, maybe. I have one piece of firewood left. Everything else is going to be soaked. But if I split that, if I can use my kukri and I can baton it down, I can use my little Vargo titanium stove and boil water that way for my coffee. For breakfast, I will probably have one of my Vega meal replacement bars. And I mean, it's pretty much going to rain all day tomorrow as well. So by the time I pack up and get out of here, everything's going to be wet by the time I get home. But I don't care. I really don't care. I'll take it down to the basement. I'll hang it up. I'll put it out. I'll, whatever I got to do, I'll get it done. And I'll dry it all off. So that makes me happy. I got a piece of dry wood that I can baton down and cut up with my silky and get into my Vargo and still have coffee in the morning. So yeah, that's awesome. All right, night, folks. Good morning. 7:30 in the morning. I'm nice and cozy and I'm warm. So I woke up. Pardon me. Wow. So I woke up 4 o'clock in the morning. I was a little bit chilled, but I just needed to go to the bathroom and readjust my bedding. And then I woke up around 6:30 in the morning. It was still pouring rain. It was crazy. Now it's 7:30 in the morning. The rain has slowed down quite a lot. Everything is absolutely drenched outside. So it's going to take a bit of work to get a fire going. But I think I do want coffee, so I will need to do a fire, even if it is in my little Vargo. But it is still raining and I'm still pretty comfortable, so I think for now I'm going to be lazy and I'm going to stay in bed. I don't know, maybe another half hour to an hour. Oh, what am I going to have for breakfast? Start out with a little bit of chicken broth. The only wild edible I've seen around here at least since I've been here, are the leeks. So I'm guessing that's what's for breakfast. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a look around. I'm definitely gonna get some leeks. I don't think there's really much of anything else available right now, but some dandelions wouldn't be so bad, but I'm seeing you around. Or some lamb's ear. Go good in the soup. All right. Oh, time to get some food. Breakfast time. So, saw something down by the river that saw a couple of things actually, but one of them kind of bothered me. Giant hogwort is starting to grow down there. Giant hogwort is an invasive species, and it's really bad stuff. It's got a photochemical property, kind of whatever to it, where if you touch it, and then that area is exposed to sunlight, it'll cause some really nasty burns. So it's another one of those imports from Asia, I believe. I was not happy to see that down there. The other thing that I saw, I'm not 100% sure about. It's either wild carrot, which would be really good in this soup, or it's wild hemlock, which will kill me if I put it in this soup. This early in the year, I'm not 100% sure how to tell the difference. So, obviously, it's not going in the soup. Oh. So, I need some more water. I've been collecting rainwater because not only is it safe to drink, just as it is, I also don't have to go down to the river, which admittedly is not that far, but this is still easier. Just takes a little time is all. Okay. See if we can dial our stove up a little higher. So, some rainwater, a chicken bouillon cube, and some leeks. So, getting ready to go. Figured I'd talk to you guys a bit while I straighten myself out a little bit for going back
into civilization. Getting a coffee first thing. So, one thing that hammock camping kind of leaves to desire is a clean, flat, workable space for when you're packing up. I just folded up one of the sleeping bags, and it was a little bit of a challenge, honestly. You know, with a tent floor, you know, you get the floor of the tent to work with. As long as you're, you know, somewhat smart about it, you don't have a whole lot of dirt in your tent. So, but I think I'll be back. I don't know. I kind of like it here. I think I'll come back later in the year and see what the place is like in the summer. Maybe the fishing will be better. I'll definitely be carrying a lot less weight. A lot less weight. But unfortunately, all my cameras, batteries, everything's dead. I don't have any way to mount my iPhone on a tripod, so I'm just gonna shut down and continue packing up. Okay, I'm heading back. I always hate going home after, especially such a short trip. One night is never enough, but it's cold, it's rainy, it's not pleasant. I'm carrying that piece of wood I believe is black cherry, and my tripod, and the big clam that made up part of my dinner, just because I want to show it to everyone. We don't normally get clams like this around here. But, oh boy. So I think I have some ideas as to what to take out of my pack. But, yeah, I had a good time. I had a really good time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I didn't get near as much bushcrafty stuff as I wanted to. With the rain and everything, I wanted to build, you know, like a chair and maybe do a while back I did a shelter, and when I tried to lay down in it, the whole thing collapsed because I used deadwood. I was thinking about redoing that video properly, but meh. Next time, hopefully, it won't be pouring rain. So, Once again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed my night out. Hopefully we'll see you in the woods sometime. And if not, we'll see you in the next one.